So the next topic in the 100 metre dash is an interesting one that came up this week. We had the track championships, and there's a couple of guys that were complaining about having really tight calves afterwards. What tends to happen here is because you're running in spikes, there's a lot less stability in the spike itself, but also it forces your leg into a dorsiflex position. So when you're walking about between races, your foot is overstretching, so it's lengthening the calf. Then when you're running, you could be going into what we call plantar flexion, which is when the toes are further down because you're running at speed. So what tends to happen is the muscle's strongest when it's at its shortest position, but then we overload it when we go into a lengthened position. The stability of the shoe is important, but also so is the length of the muscle, but also so is getting the feet out of the shoes between your races. If you can, try and change the position of your foot when you're walking. So try and raise the heel slightly by going back into your trainers or by taking your spikes off in between your races itself. Another thing to be careful of is just make sure your recovery is nice and long and slow. Recovery doesn't mean say rest, but again, rest can be beneficial if you're quite sore. If your calves have been sore and you're unable to run, think about swimming, cycling as a bit of cross training in the meantime, just until the muscle settles down. And lastly, DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, is quite common after you're doing high intense intervals or high intense exercise. It's quite normal for the muscle to adapt after this exposure, and that can lead to a lot of tightness in the calves. So again, delayed onset muscle soreness, if it lasts longer than 48 hours, then maybe try and see somebody about it. Other than that, cycling and also swimming can be great. And that's 100 metres. Thank you very much.